Good morning, everyone. If everybody can find a seat, we'll get this party started. I feel so tall today. Welcome, everyone, to Gallagher Gymnasium in the 2023 Fall Athletics Awards Ceremony. I'm Amy Mattis, Director of Athletics. We have a lot to celebrate, as always, with these fall programs, our fall athletes, and so much to be thankful for. So thank you for joining us so we can honor the athletes and coaches of our fall 2023 athletics program. First up, Katarina Escobar, junior varsity volleyball player, is going to lead us in prayer.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Dear God, thank you for bringing us together to recognize the hard work and dedication of our Fall Sports Award recipients. As we honor each athlete, help us to remember all glory belongs to you. Thank you to the friends and family who came to support and encourage these individuals. Without your love and support, this season would not have been possible. Thank you to our coaches and administration for their guidance and willingness to push us to be the best that we can be. We are so grateful for all the time, effort, and faith they have put into each team and the overall program. God, as we observe the many accomplishments, we acknowledge that none of it would have been possible without you. Help us always remember to do everything with a grateful heart and to keep our focus on you. In your name we pray, amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
That was awesome. Thank you. Can I keep that? That was really, really good. Thank you, Katarina. That was an awesome way to get us started this morning. I want to introduce our head table really quickly. Over to my left is Caitlin Kelly. She's our Associate Athletic Director and Head Water Polo Coach. Next to her, Assistant Water Polo Coach Chris Ellis. Next to him, Head Cross Country Coach Chris Warren. Assisted by Coach Dobson. Over to my right, our brand new, amazing, awesome volleyball coach, Coach Ashley Arrowido. Assisted by Coach Morris. On the end down there is our head field hockey coach, Jeremy Kane. Assisted by Rick Garcia in the middle. And alum came back to coach, Katie Bobo. So welcome, everyone. Whether you're here in person or watching us on the live stream, welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. You got to see some great action throughout this fall season, and I couldn't be more proud of how our season's finished. You girls always do an outstanding job and make me proud to be your athletic director, so thank you so much. Our theme this year is Make It Happen. And you girls did a great job of starting us off on our athletics year by making it happen. So shout out to our cross-country team who placed third at state. Our volleyball team who were regional finalists. Our water polo team who placed their second in a row state championship. And field hockey, third time in a row state champions right here on our home field. Congratulations to all of you. You'll hear more about these sports in just a few minutes, but I wanted to shout out each of you again. Sometimes I like to tell a little story and some experience that I had with you, but what I really wanted to say today was that I don't get to go to all of your events, especially for cross country and water polo. It's typically the end of the season, but I make all your postseason, and I try to travel with you when I can. So when I went to the first postseason, I think it was water polo. Was water polo first? Water polo was first. And y'all are so funny and silly and kind and gracious and all those things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this group is my favorite. And then I come back, we win a state championship, and it's all great. And then I come back, and then I travel with cross country, and same thing, kind, gracious, funny, silly, work hard, all the things. I'm like, oh no, they're my favorite. And then we come back, you see where I'm going here. And then same thing with field hockey. Right here at our own field, it's hotter than anything we're playing in our state game. And you girls are just kind, and you pump each other up, and you help each other, and It's everything I could ask for in athletes. And then, of course, traveling to the never-ending trip to Dallas with volleyball, there's lots of bonding time and all of that. And with each group, it always ended up being, they're my favorites. So ultimately what I'm trying to say is you're all my favorites. And I can truly say in my 12 years here, this is probably the best collective group we've ever had, because it's not just about, hanging the banners on the rafters and all that, although that's great, and we're going to add 2 here pretty soon. But it's about the human beings that you are, and thank you for that, because you're awesome. So before I cry, I'm going to move on. Each head coach is going to come up in a second, recap their sub-varsity and varsity seasons, and then it's going to cap off with the Tiger Pride Award winner for each sport. So that everybody doesn't repeat the same thing when they come up, I'm just going to tell you what the Tiger Pride Award is. So the Tiger Pride Award is the biggest honor given to one athlete from each varsity team. The recipient of this award is selected by each varsity team and or her coaches. And the individual selected can be from any grade level and should exemplify excellence in sportsmanship, citizenship, leadership, service, scholarship, and enthusiasm, just to name a few. So you will hear who those are selected. Again, great choices. Again, you all being my favorites. There are lots of Tiger Prides in the room. So keep working hard, keep being awesome, gracious, endearing, competitive student athletes. I appreciate you so much. After everything's over, our Tiger Pride Award winners will come up and take a quick picture. So I know you're going to run off and want to go to class, but please come up and take a picture after that. All right, first up is our head cross country coach, Chris Warren.
Good morning. I first want to thank all the parents for all the support, especially the early mornings, and always providing us with plenty of snacks and drinks throughout the entire season. You truly were awesome. I'm going to give a special thank you to Mrs. Patel, our parent liaison, Mr. Leo for always bringing our tents to every single meet, Mr. Peniagua for taking our meet stats and let me use his bike the whole summer and some during the season. And last but not least, I want to thank Coach Kelly and Coach Mattis for everything you do and all the support you give us. I'm going to start recapping the JV season. We had a great season. I love coaching the girls. We had a ton of freshmen this year, which stood out to almost at every single meet. The JV won 7 out of 8 meets, including a couple of varsity level meets that they ran in, and they concluded it with the district championship title. Standout freshman Jenna Hyzak led the way, finishing #1 overall, followed closely by Elise Fang, Katherine Pfeiffer, Natalie Schwarzenberg, and Sophia Roos, placing 1 through 5 for a perfect score of 15. So congratulations, girls. Can the JV girls stand so we can acknowledge you? JV girls all stand? All the JV girls stand? We're going to announce the top 10 girls, and please come up to receive your awards for the varsity team, and I'm going to give it over to my assistant coach.
Side note, your letter jackets will be here Monday. They're a little delayed, so sorry about that. Another cold front's coming up, so.
Woo. All right, here's our top 10 runners. Come up, you can just come up and y'all line up right here, okay? Sophie Da Silva.
Just keep calling.
Riley Leo. Marin Goebel. Madeline Lara. Sophie Byerly. Giselle Peniagua. Gabby Peniagua. Kayla Rivera. Izzy Luna. And Jenna Hyzak.
Okay, the varsity team equally had the same success, also winning their district championship title with the score of 30 points. Leading the way with the third place finish was Sophie Del Silva, followed closely by Riley Leo in 4th, Marin Goebel in 5th, Madeline Laura in 7th, and Sophie Barley in 11th, Kayla Rivera in 14th, and Giselle Peniagua in 15th to round out the top 7. The varsity team won a total of 5 out of 8 meets this year, capping off with a third-place finish at the state championship meets, which included a team of Sophie Del Silva, Raleigh Leo, Marin Goebel, Madeline Laura, Sophie Barley, and Gabby and Giselle Peniagua. Congratulations, girls. You can sit. Actually, I need Riley Leo to come back up. Riley Leo took home the honors of Academic All-State, given out to juniors and seniors who finished in the top 15 at the state championship meet and also have a GPA of 3.5 or higher. Okay, now for our Tiger Pride Award. Our team culture is built on encouraging one another and working hard as one unit and not individually. So this award is especially difficult to decide on because we have a team full of deserving athletes. Coach Dobson and I decided to give it to who we thought was the glue of the team this year. Our Tiger Pride worked hard, not only in practice and meets, but equally matched that work ethic as a teammate, natural leader, and as well as being an excellent student. Our winner is someone who has always stood out to us, holding herself accountable, never making excuses, giving it her all, even in the face of adversity. In addition, her dedication to the team was unwavering, not only during the entire season, but behind the scenes, almost daily, making sure her teammates always had what they needed in all areas. Our Tiger Pride not only helped us be the best coaches we can be this season, correcting us when we needed it, of course, always in private though, but also went above and beyond to make sure everyone, including herself, performed their best. Everyone should be lucky enough to have a Tiger Pride with these qualities. We're lucky enough to have 2 of them, Gabby and Giselle Peniagua. Although twins, they have always worked especially well in unison, forming one awesome mega teammate. Gabby and Giselle, thank you for being so awesome to this team and equally very deserving of this Tiger Pride Award. We will miss you each next year. Keep being uniquely you. You can come up and get your award. And now I'll hand it over to volleyball.
Good morning, St. Agnes Academy. I want to begin by giving thanks to everyone who has poured into our volleyball program this year. First of all, to our coaches, Coach Morris, Coach D, Coach Lloyd, and Coach Smith. The energy you brought in practices and matches was a huge part of our culture and success this season. You were not only outstanding coaches, but great role models, friends, and this season would have been the same without you. Thank you, parents. This season has been such a blessing in my life, and a huge part of that is each of you. Thank you to everyone who helped with all the responsibilities from working concessions, Dig Pink Night, Agnes Assets, team meals, film, announcement at our games, and of course, continued support for each of the players on the program. Thank you to Brewer for keeping our players healthy and on a path to recovery after any injuries. And a big thank you to Coach Madison, Coach Kelly for the support at our matches and the fun trip to Dallas. Finally, thank you to our players. We ask each of you to not only grow as athletes, but as teammates and Academy women. It has been such a pleasure and joy getting to know each one of you. Each and every one of you was an integral part, not only in your team success, but our program success. First, we'll start with our freshman black. If I have members of freshman black here, if you guys can please stand and be recognized. Over the course of this season, this team won 2 tournaments and lost only 1 match over the course of the entire season. So great job, freshman black. Next, can I have the members of freshman gold please stand? This team earned a 3rd place finish at a very competitive tournament and didn't lose a single match in district or a single match outside of their tournaments. Great job, freshman gold. If I can have the members of our junior varsity team please stand. This team received 2 medals at tournaments this year, 1 3rd place and 1 outstanding 1st place finish. Great job, junior varsity. Finally, can I have the members of our varsity team please come to the front? I'm going in number order. Eva Sapeshi, Kylie Sauer, Kellen McCon, Mia Lawrence, Evie Mayer, Faith Agunro, Emma Gaybauer, Alexis Shore, Lauren Technick, Rowan Haker, Maris Haker, Avery Alston, Maria Mendeburu Perez, Katarina Escobar, Amaya Love, Evelyn Muscat, and we also want to recognize our amazing manager, Brianna Sinistera. It's been such a privilege to coach this amazing group of young women. They are determined, competitive, driven, smart, and each of them played a pivotal role on our team this year. From earning a silver medal at a tournament earlier in the year, to earning a top 3 finish in a competitive district, and being just one match away from earning a trip to state, these athletes have shown teamwork throughout this whole entire season. Not only did they improve in skill and volleyball IQ, but throughout the season, each of them had breakthrough moments where they executed under pressure. First, I want to acknowledge our players who played as pin attackers, Eva, Kylie, Faith, Emma, Lauren, Rowan, and Amaya. Each of you brought competitive energy in matches, and we challenged each of you in different ways, and you grew so much. To our liberos, Evie, Lauren, Maris, Mary, Mari, and Evelyn, each of you have done a great job this year and improved in your ability to read the court, your defensive range, and serve receive. You embodied great mindset for defensive players and have been reliable and consistent players who always put the team first. Thank you to our middles, Mia, Lexi, and Avery. Know that your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. Each of you put in the work in between touches to help our offense run. And finally, to our setters, Rowan, Callan, and Katz. You have each shown so much growth this year, from improving on defense, both blocking, right back and right front, to running the floor and stepping up as leaders. We are so proud of you. This season, we were led by our 7 phenomenal seniors. Each of you laid the groundwork for not only our team's success, but the program's success. From working camps in the summer before the season even began, to contributing on the court, each of you brought something unique and valuable to this team and this program, and you'll be missed. To our captains and team leaders, Eva, Kylie, Rowan, and Mari, thank you for your work ethic, your ability to put the team first, and your maturity over this season. I am so glad I was able to be a part of your senior year at St. Agnes. On to our district and state awards. We'd like to recognize the following players. First team All-District, Amaya Love. Second team All-District, Maria Mendeburu Perez. Second team All-District, Avery Alston. All-District Honorable Mention, Katarina Escobar. All-District Honorable Mention, Kellen McCon. And Academic All-State, Maria Mendeburu Perez. All right, great job, varsity. Y'all can have a seat. I'd like to end with announcing our Tiger Pride Award. Coach Mattis already talked about what this award means, and the winner of this award embodies all those characteristics and is truly a phenomenal young woman. Some traits that come to mind when I think of this athlete are hardworking, coachable, selfless, and determined. She has a competitive spirit that is contagious to all around her. She was one of our vocal leaders, and we could always rely on her to give everything she had. She not only improved in skill on the court, but what we were most impressed by was her growth as a leader and her growing belief in herself to execute on the court. A true test of her resiliency was shown not once but twice when she did change role for us mid-match, but still continued to give her 100% to the team. Her growth in all the areas needed to be a competitor were shown in our playoff match against Ursuline, our toughest opponent of the year, where she had her best statistical match of the season. I could go on about the athlete she is on the court, but anyone who meets this young woman can immediately see her positivity, kindness, and love for God. What is truly impressive is her genuine care for others and always wanting the best for those around her. I am so glad to announce our 2023 Tiger Pride goes to Maria Mendeburu Perez. Next up is Coach Kane with field hockey.
Thank you, Coach A. I would like to start by thanking Amy and Caitlin for always supporting us, helping things flow as smooth as possible, and trusting me year after year to coach these amazing athletes. Thank you to our trainer, Grace, for always keeping our girls on the field as best as possible. We appreciate it more than you know. To our parents and coaches for the flexibility this year. We juggled morning practices, indoor practices, time changes constantly, and there was a lot of patience and flexibility, so thank you, coaches and parents as well for all of that. Our JV Black team, I don't know if there's anybody here you can stand up, but JV Black is always put to the biggest challenge. They're one of the only teams They're one of the only teams in the Houston area who start the season with little to zero experience in field hockey. I'm so proud of how they overcame these challenges and stepped up to work hard and get better every single day. Notable games for them were a tough win at Duchesne, battled strong and beat Duchesne, and then a big 2-0 victory against Lamar. So those were two big games for JV Black. JV Gold, there's a few guys over there. Stand up, JV Gold. Stand up right now. Stand up. JV Gold was one of the strongest we've ever had this year, led by Captains Sarah San Miguel and Addie Gaudette, who challenged their teammates to get better every single day. They ended the season with an incredible 10-1-1 record, while also beating 3 varsity teams along the way. A notable performance was Sadie Duracek getting in goal and making a huge save against Audie. This team was powered by great attitudes, amazing camaraderie, which led this team to a successful and great season this year. Congratulations, girls. As I mentioned, this season was an interesting one for the whole program. We juggled indoor practices, morning practices, had to fight for showers with water polo and cross country. Once we were able to cool off enough to get to the afternoon practices, we were shut off by lightning, so that was always fun. I challenged this varsity team even more by stacking the front of our schedule with some of the hardest games we would play. Our first 4 games were against 2 SPC state champions, with one of them being the #1 team in the nation when we played them. A much improved Audie team and the 3rd place SBC team that finished behind St. John's and Kincaid. It was frustrating and discouraging for the team, but it was purposeful. It showed Coach Garcia and I how much grit, passion, fire, and determination that this team had. After losing our first 4 games, this team came together and finished the season winning 10 and tying 1 out of our last 13. It took one road trip to find the fun and joy in playing together and what the true spirit of St. Agnes field hockey is all about. In those last 13 games, we scored 45 goals and only gave up 12. This team was so fun to coach. As I mention every year, I love that our favorite memories aren't necessarily the wins, but the dance parties, the road trips, the pranks in the hotels, and the bond these young ladies make throughout the season. Winning is also fun and important, and what this team did was win the 3rd state championship in a row. This also marks 15 straight wins against district opponents in a row. We had 11 girls score goals, with our leading scorers being Annie McCarthy with 12, Abby Wallace with 11, and Lucy Logan with 6. We had 13 different girls get an assist, with our leading assisters being Carter Bauer with 7, Caroline Joe with 6, and Annie McCarthy with 5. It can't go without saying that Abby Wallace has ended her career with the most goals scored and points accounted for on record for St. Francis field hockey, with 43 total goals and 99 total career points. I'm so proud of each and every one of you for this amazing season, and congrats on being 3-peat state champions. Please come forward when I call your name. Senior Sally Barnett. Senior Franny Barnett. Senior Charlie DeCure. Sophomore Zoe Drake. Junior Eden Haight. Junior Charlotte Hudson. Junior Etta Huffman. Senior Cassandra Hezak. Junior Avery Kelling. Senior Lucy Logan. Junior Emma Stowett. Senior Emily Schweitzer. Junior Annie Trammell. The next one should have two on it. All-State Honorable Mention, Senior Abby Howe. All-State Honorable Mention, Freshman Allegra Leoni. All-State Honorable Mention, Senior Caroline Weber. First Team All-State Junior Captain Carter Bauer. First Team All-State Senior Captain Caroline Joe. First Team All-State Sophomore Langdon Chu. First Team All-State Junior Annie McCarthy. First Team All-State Senior Catherine Perea. First Team All-State two-time tournament MVP Abby Wallace. Also a senior captain. All right, congratulations, girls. You can sit down. This year was another year that our Tiger of Pride Award could have gone to numerous people. Coach Garcia and I broke down the season, and this person stood out above others for many reasons. When our team was frustrated, she was not. She was busy picking up her teammates. We entrusted her in our conversations about strategy, formation, and she gave truthful and critical information to us that helped put our team on the right path. For these past years, she's put her team before her wants and needs every time, on and off the field. If she ever missed a game, you could tell our team was just different. Her leadership, her presence, her attitude, her ability to change a game, and more importantly, her love for this team is why this year, Coach Garcia and I are proud to give our Tiger of Pride Award to Caroline Joe. All right, and now to Coach Kelly.
Okay, good morning. Time check. Oh, we're doing good. Okay. All right, good morning. First of all, I'd like to thank our coaches, Coach Ellis, who is here, and Coach Coach Zara, who we call Coach Zaza, couldn't be here, he's working. But I'd like to thank them both. We're super lucky to have them as part of our coaching staff. They're two of the best coaches in the state. They both coach at high levels and are really good at teaching fundamentals and also high-level water polo. So I'm super lucky to have both of them as our athletes. I'd also like to thank Coach Mattis, our athletic director, who also happens to step in sometimes as an assistant coach, especially when there's a Taylor Swift concert to go to that we want to watch together. But she definitely takes on that role for me sometimes. And finally, to our parents, thank you. They're our best cheer squad and best support system, especially this year. They stepped in a big way, and we love them. So thank you for raising incredible kids. What a fun season we had. We welcomed 8 new faces to our JV program, who rounded out our one JV team this year. There's not a ton of JV water polo programs across Houston, as you could imagine, especially ones that will actually participate and play against us. So oftentimes our JV is tasked with playing varsity teams, and they have to go up against girls that are much more experienced than them, and they do a really good job, and it is formative for them, and hopefully they will all continue developing their skills and matriculate up to the varsity team. So if there are any JV kiddos here, you can stand up and be acknowledged. And one of my favorite things when I look down the pool, on the other side of the pool in the morning, is to see I see Coach Zara standing on the other end of the pool with a whiteboard above his head with plays drawn on it, like he's on the sidelines of a football game, and the kids are just swimming back and forth and trying to dutifully execute his plan. So it's one of my favorite parts of morning practice. So congratulations, JV water polo players. Now I'd like to tell you a little bit about our varsity team, our state champion varsity team. So we kicked off our varsity season by setting some what we want to do goals this year. And I'd like to share a few of them with you to give you a little glimpse into our season and just see how many of the mountains we moved. So goal number one, go to Buc-ee's. Check. Not only did we accomplish this goal, we managed to eat several meals there. Number two, team dinner. With the addendum that we go to Chili's. Okay, check. Not only did we accomplish this goal, we did it twice. And Chili's, yes, the Chili's, everyone, commented and liked our Twitter post. Yes, we're sort of a big deal, okay? Number three, crush the pep rally. Kind of a check. Okay, I can say without bias that this was by far the best pep rally performance the water polo team has ever put together. Although the circumstances of the performance are still a little bit of a sore subject, I'm happy to tell you that they'll get to redo a winter sports pep rally so everyone can see just how amazing their dance really is. Number four, don't lose the balls or the game caps. Check. This is growth. Okay. The next several were all water polo related process goals, things you would expect teams to set to do better. And I won't bore you with the technicalities of what we improved on because that's what's supposed to happen. Good teams are good from the start to the finish. Great teams get better over the course of the season. We kicked off our season literally fighting dragons with a tough game against a very good South Lake Carroll team that ended in a loss. But it also told me everything I need to know about this team. I knew they wouldn't quit, even when their backs were against the wall. I knew they would show up and work hard, dark and early, every morning. I knew they could implement new offensive strategies and they would end up with a winning record. Check. They are a great team, but not all great teams win championships. There also has to be a little bit of magic. And the magic is in the moments when something absurd happens at practice and you have to take a minute to laugh at it before you get back to business. The magic is when you make mistakes with 100% effort. The magic is when you pause a practice to take a frame-worthy picture because the sunrise is so great that you have to capture the moment. The magic is hyping up your teammate when they do something incredible, even when you're sitting on the bench. The magic is making team dinners a goal because you actually want to spend time with your teammates who are also your friends. The magic is dancing in a movie theater, swaying back and forth with locked arms and matching t-shirts and losing your voice from singing so loudly at the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie the night before you win a state championship. So champs, what else is there to say but to quote our close personal friend, long live all the magic we made. We are so proud of you, congratulations. Okay, now I'm gonna announce our varsity players with a couple of announcements for all state teams that they don't know about yet. So also your certificates are in the mail, so you have a Post-it for now. Luna Alramahi, All-State. Ellen Boyle. Sophia Sodi Brody. Grace Clay. Emma Dowd, who is homesick today. I know. Alexia Espinoza, All-State. Issa Gilmore, Alana Grimes, Livy Geyer, Layla Holloway, All-State, Bella Kumar, Angelina Law, All-State and Tournament MVP, Ashlyn Malachowski, Lydia Limo Moorhead. She's sick too. Oh boy. Olivia Murphy. Audrey Nasser. I haven't seen her. Caroline Palamountain, All-State. Maddie Ponce de Leon. Anna Reagan. Is she on FaceTime? Oh, hey. And Laura St. John. This is your 2023 state water polo team, state champion water polo team. All right, ladies, y'all can sit down. Thank you. And we're going to wrap it up with our Tiger Pride Award. Okay. Our Tiger Pride recipient for this season is a well-deserving senior who has more than carried her weight during her St. Agnes water polo career. I personally think she has the hardest job in the pool, and one that many athletes wouldn't even have the courage to attempt. A water polo goalie has a mental and physical resiliency challenged at least every 30 seconds. Luckily for us, ours seems to love a challenge. Our 2023 Tiger Pride recipient is our senior captain, Caroline Palamountain. Early on, Caroline was one of our athletes who caught the eye of our coaches as someone who we believed would be able to fill the shoes of her predecessors. We needed someone with agility, adaptability, leg strength, speed, and the bravery, most importantly, to take on the cage. We believe we had that in Caroline, and she spent the next 4 seasons proving us right. In the beginning, we saw her bravery physically manifest itself when at the end of every practice, we made her jump into the varsity cage and take 10 shots from our best shooters. I don't know if that was her favorite part of practice initially, but it was absolutely one of mine. It's where I got to really see her step into her future role as a varsity goalie, one shot at a time. The first day was hard, but every day she walked a little bit more confidently on her way to take her shots. Every day she let her hard work speak for itself. Every day she was one save closer to cementing her role as the backbone of our team. Caroline is more than just a goalie, though. She's a great leader, a great teammate, and a great competitor. Shoot. Goodness. Okay. She's shown great maturity and balance both in and out of the water. When she's not playing water polo, or when she was not playing water polo, she was in the dance studio, nurturing her other passion, all while succeeding in the classroom. She is grace under pressure, and I'm endlessly impressed by her composure. We are so proud of all that she's accomplished. Gosh. And the Academy woman that she has become. She is Tiger Pride. Sorry. Okay. Lock it up, everybody. All right. I'm going to kick it back to Coach Mattis.
Everybody's making me cry this morning. Just a testament again why you're our favorites, because you guys are awesome. Really, truly a great group of girls. And I want to thank your parents for that. Thank your parents for all the help along the way, all the early mornings and late nights and washing stinky uniforms and all the other fun stuff that goes with raising a teenage girl. Thank you for all your support of our coaches and our programs. We appreciate that. Thank you to our coaches. I have the best teammates, Coach Brewer included right over there, and Baby Brew. Thank you all for your support of me and obviously for working so hard for our girls. Thank you, you athletes, for playing. You do not have to compete for your school, and you make that choice and you make that sacrifice, and you will never regret that. This is, you're going to have a lot of fun in your life, but you will always remember the fun and the silliness and the memories and the dancing and the TikToks and all the things that you did along the way. You will always remember who you did that with in high school. So thank you for competing for us. Shout out behind the scenes, Roberto, for setting all our stuff up, and Coach Kelly and our coaches for helping set up. Appreciate everything. You girls have a great day. And for those of you in a winter sport, we'll see you soon. Got a lot left to do. Congratulations. Tiger Pride Award winners, come up for a picture.
Great job.
Thank you. Y'all too.